Hands on the latest Matebook, Matepad, Mateview, and more in this video. Good day, you beautiful people. Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your life in style. Very special video today coming at you from Bangkok, Thailand. We're at the Huawei APAC Smart Office launch. Expect to see a number of cool new devices. Let's go. Three Huawei Matebooks were announced, and let's start with the one designed for creators like me. The Huawei Matebook 16s is the world's first Core i9 Evo laptop, and it features a 16-inch display with a 3.2-inch aspect ratio, something we've talked about in a previous Huawei Matebook video. I'll link it up here so you can check it out. But basically all that means is that it's a taller screen, which works out for multitaskers, and also to Vineland color accuracy and dual copper heat pipes. Camera on the laptop is back on top of the screen versus where previous Matebooks have put it, which is in this pretty cool button on the keypad, but gave her a little weird angle. Now, speaking of cameras, the 1080p Full HD camera also has smart conference features, which include AI camera and AI sound. The AI camera follows around the subject when you're on a call, and it works even if there are two people on video. You also get virtual backgrounds for calls, and sure, this is not the first time I'm seeing these features, but these are always fun features to have. An underrated AI camera feature that I was stoked about though was eye contact, which is basically sightline correction. So you know how when you're on a call, you're looking at your screen and not entirely at the camera, so that eye contact is basically non-existent? Well, the AI camera can fix that. When it comes to ports, you're also covered with two USB-A's, two USB-C's, one being Thunderbolt 4, HDMI, and a headphone jack. All that in a considerably light, sleek package. Next up, we have the Huawei D16, which Huawei envisions would be perfect for families or students or professionals. And I mean, aside from the fact that this 16-inch screen is touchscreen, very unique on this laptop, there's a number pad with dedicated buttons for the stuff you use the most. There's a button that pulls up the calculator, a camera switch, or AI search. Obvious in the name, it features a 16-inch full-view display with a 16:10 aspect ratio, powered by an Intel Core i7 or i5, and it has the same AI camera and AI sound features, plus 65-watt charging. Camera on this is also at the top of the screen, two USB-C ports, two USB-A ports, an HDMI port, and an audio jack. The last Matebook we're going to be talking about, but definitely not the least, is the Huawei Matebook X Pro. Now, first of all, this thing is so thin and light and sleek, I cannot even. It also has this really nice, almost rubbery texture that Huawei claims is hard-wearing and anti-corrosive. Its 14.2-inch screen is decked out with 90Hz capabilities, two Vineland certification, reflection reduction, and scratch resistance. And then there are touchpad gestures, which are pretty cool. For example, you can knock on your touchpad for a screenshot, among other things. Powered by a 12th gen Intel Core processor, Huawei's shark fin cooling system, 30-watt charging, and of course the AI camera features we talked about earlier. This reps an audio jack, 4 USB-Cs with 2 of them being Thunderbolt 4s. We're moving on to the sleekest thing Huawei announced, the Huawei Matepad Pro, which is the thinnest and lightest tablet at 5.9mm and 449 grams. It's really thin, you guys. Also featuring 120Hz OLED screen, capable of 600 nits and 274 ppi on that sleek 11-inch body, it also has this really nice frosted back. A 5nm Qualcomm chip, 8300 mAh of battery with Huawei Supercharge means this thing has power. There's also a new smart magnetic keyboard attachment, and this time around you can detach the keyboard from the actual case, and it also has a spot for the Huawei M Pencil. The Huawei Freebuds Pro 2 were also announced, and they now come in this beautiful silver blue color. I love it. Aside from being great looking, these buds are pretty promising with dual speakers, ANC, LDAC, and even an IP54 rating. With ANC enabled, each bud supposedly lasts 4 hours a single charge and 18 hours with the case on. Huawei also gave us a monitor. The Huawei Mateview SE is pretty cool and functional. It swivels so you can view stuff vertically or horizontally, and it has height and pitch adjustments. And that was just a quick preview of just some of the stuff that Huawei talked about today. A lot of cool things. Bangkok was fun, saw a lot of great things, ate a lot of good food, had great times with friends, and I even met Jimmy Choo. Yes, Jimmy Choo, the guy who does the shoes, who happens to be the Matepad Pro's newest ambassador. So now I'm off home, and I'll see you at the next one. And that's it for today. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know which specific devices in this video you'd want me to take a closer look at. Let me know what your questions are in the comment section below. If you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online. That's IsaDoes_ on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Until next time!